Okay, so yeah, that actually was really stupidly. I don't really know what actually happened. So yeah, as I actually said, there is no other person in the end of the story that just accept for me to go in the same time that I just determined. Because it was a different. I know it was different. It is just me. It's just me in the same fucking story, in the same fucking game, to just fucking play with myself. And the big fucking hardly thing is when you just play with yourself, it's really hardly to feel that you determine something, you know, and you must do it no matter what, because there is so many times you just determine something with yourself, as I just do. For example, I just will work about my thing and about my project in a fucking 3 um a.m. 3 p.m., 3 in the fucking noon. And I just arrived to this fucking hour, and I just have something else to speak about. I just have something else to just do. And I just absolutely learned to be complete with this emotional and with this thing that I just need to fucking spell and spoke and do, because all the fucking time this is the most good thing to do. I don't need to punish myself because I just do this thing, because it will just bring me to the really point that I just don't want, and I know it's not the solving. But in the otherwise, I just can't fucking give up, and I just can't. There is a different thing between the person that want to do something as he just determined with somebody else, and the person that determines something with him. Because when you just determine something with you just think that it's a different. You just think that you can do something else. You just think that you just can make this position more flexible, and there is more flexibility here, and this is not true, and I don't like it. And and it's really hardly, because all the time I just busy about the things that I just think that most important for me. But there is so fucking different, because no matter how much you will play with this thing, and how much you actually will think that if you determine something with you, if you determine that you will work about this thing in this hour, and you just want to work in this hour, you can't do something else, no matter how much fucking terrible and no matter how much big the other thing actually happened. And this is truly fucking hard, because your brain actually didn't really build to work like that. It just built to work in a flexible way when you just work with yourself. For example, I just don't really know in which hour I will work with myself. I don't know in which hour I will just complete the homework that I just have to do, but I will do it. But if there is actually something that happened in my life, I will just push this thing away, because I think it's more important for me. But I think for me it's not actually the solution. I must think like I just determine to do this homework in this hour, and I just determine with myself, and this is the same like I determine with somebody else, because it will be different. That I have right now a problem that I just want to take care about, and I think it will be the best thing to just do right now, and I just have homework to do in the same hour, or I just have other thing that I just determine with other person to do in order to make money, I don't really know, in the same fucking hour. And I think it's a problem. I think it's a problem, because my brain just work different, because my brain just determine different thing, and just work as I determine with myself. I just know myself, and I know what most good for me, and if right now that actually will be the most good for me, I will do that. So maybe if it's it's a fucking true, because all the time I just complete with the thing that I just do instead. But again, simultaneously, I just know that this is the wrong thing that I just do, because it's a fucking it's a fucking it fucking seems complex, but it's a true, because because I just need to determine the thing that I just want with myself the same as I just determined before. I don't really know before, when I just was you know do a thing in order to achieve money, and I was fucking determined with other person, with other people, you know I think it's the same. And it's really hard, yeah, but I think it's absolutely a big key, because nobody actually have this thing. Nobody you know fight in the same hour. And I don't really speak about working out, because you can work out in a fucking 8 a.m. because you just wake up in this hour, and you just pretty direct about it. We spoke about something big, about something that you actually need to be concentrated about for 8 hour, I don't fucking know, simultaneously, just fucking think really hard, just fucking do a lot of things, everything like that. And more than you actually body don't want to do this thing, and you do this thing because you want, more than this thing, it is really hard to just feel that you. So eventually I think that I will cut this thing, and I will just say that the key right now that I think will be the most good key, even I just really complete every time I just do something else, because I just think that first is the most good thing to do when you just stuck about other thing. And it's a true, all the time I just complete about the other thing I just do, even it's actually was unaccepting of the things. But I think that simultaneously I must be more aggressively, okay? And not in the aspect that you actually think about. I don't want to be aggressively with myself and just think that I push myself for a play that I just don't want, and just fucking punish myself because I just lose and fucking go on the road. And when I just fucking lose the road, I would just fucking lose my balance. I don't want this shit. But I think that I just must be more aggressively in order to do the thing that I just fucking want to do. And I think it's true, because how much it actually hurt badly, because when you determine the thing with yourself, and you have surprisingly a thing that you just need to do and must to take care about and everything like that, your brain just feel that it can play the game, it can play in this thing, it just can choose right now to do the most important thing that you just think. But I think that the hardly point about that is the point that I just need to be more understanding I just need to be more understanding that it's the thing that I just want to do, and I will do this thing. And there is a fucking categories of the thing that will break this fucking thing, because I think that I must find the balance. I must find what is different between a really big thing that I just need to do instead of do the thing I just plan to do with myself, and a really fucking tiny thing that pretty fucking important, and probably I will just be complete if I just will do this thing instead of just do the thing I just planned, because it's also important thing. But again, I just can push this thing after I will just finish the thing that I just planned to do. And I think I must find the balance between the really important thing and the thing that I just can push away. And it's really hardly because your body actually don't really feel that it's you know it's a working. You don't feel that it's a work, because when you just work right now, it's really fucking nicely because there is no sun, and there is really nicely here. So I just want to say that there is no never mind, there is no there is no working for your body, for your nature body, when you just do something with yourself, especially if it is something that just depend and just connect with your brain. And and I think that all the people that just fucking maybe work about their thing alone, maybe a fucking person that just fucking solve something, maybe a fucking person that just a fucking write a poem, I don't really know. All the fucking people just fucking feel different when they just determine something with somebody else, and when they determine something with themselves. And I think I will close this video because not all the things just blowed right now on my mind. I just can't understand a lot, and maybe I will just do the second video in the evening. I will just understand pretty more clear. But eventually I just want to say that there is a lot of concentration and high level of a known I just need in order to just know what will be enough of important in order to just in order to just stop the work that I just determine with myself to do, and what will be not enough problem, not enough fucking. I just have to go to and I think I will spoke really more clearly after that. So wait a minute.